Um, Hello, everyone. My name's Darren Jewell, and I am nearly 55 years old. And when I was 15 months old, I fell off a balcony and was in a coma for about 3 weeks. When I came out of the coma, my parents were told that I wouldn't get a good job because my brain wouldn't retain information, and we didn't have MRI machines back then, so didn't really know how bad the injury was. I used to break bones when I was growing up because it weakened the right side of my body. Um, and then I surprised my family by uh, going to catering college, and I became a chef, which I did up until I was in my early 30s, and then I started to fall over. So my GP referred me for my very first MRI scan, and I found out that I'd got pressure on the spine in two places. That's why I was falling over, and a third of my brain was dead, which was a shock. But the neurologist said that don't worry, I've coped with it for 30 years. Don't worry about it. But in the back of your mind, you think like, what if I have a stroke later on in life and it kills another part of my brain? How serious could that be? So, um, eventually, I stopped being a chef because I didn't want to fall over carrying a pot of soup, like boiling soup, and it go over someone. I wasn't bothered about hurting myself, but I was more worried I didn't want to hurt anyone else. So I stopped being a chef. And my manager was really good. He just said you could go front of house, sit on a till, which was boring, but it got me talking to people. I spoke to more people every day, which gave me a little bit more confidence. Um, and then over the next 20 years, I had routine MRI scans, which showed no change. It was the brain injury wasn't like getting any worse, which is good because most people would think that it will either stay the same or degenerate. So it was good that it was staying. It wasn't getting worse. Then COVID happened, and because I was still in catering, I got put on furlough and eventually made redundant. But while I was on furlough, and then between when I got made redundant, between looking for work, I was doing online courses, like some like 4 hours, some like 30, 40 hours, some even longer than that. Um, and then in uh, 2021, I had a routine MRI scan because my neurologist, who I'd seen for 10 years, was leaving. And so she wanted an up-to-date scan for the new neurologist who was taking over. And I got asked to go to the National Hospital for Neurology and Neurosurgery in London. And this neurosurgeon actually put the MRI scan up. And if you've seen an MRI scan with someone who's got brain damage, the dead area looks white. Yeah. So when I first saw an MRI scan, it had like a third of my brain covered with this white like cloud, which was like a shock. And in 2021, there was like the MRI scan, there was no white cloud. And I said to the neurosurgeon who put it up, I said, look, that's not my MRI scan. There's no visible brain damage. And he went, this is the interesting thing. He goes, in 35 years, I've only seen this 3 times. Yeah. He said, what you've done is with all the courses that you've told me that you did, and you are still doing, you're stimulating blood vessels in your brain, which has pumped blood to the dead part and brought it back to life again. Yeah, that's like mind blowing. Yeah, because most people think that if you've got a brain injury, it's not going to get better. Yeah, um, and this first video of mine isn't to say, look at me, look what I've done. It's to say, look what is possible. Because if I can do this with a third of my brain dead, and now in 2021 the damaged part was like the neurosurgeon said it was about the size of a 5 pence piece. Yeah. So if I can do it, if someone's got, I hate the word normal, but if someone's got a normal average brain, yeah, and they learn something new on a regular basis, yeah, it's good for your brain health. Yeah, you might not get it's proved that if you keep your brain active, it will help prevent things like dementia. Yeah. And you don't have to, it doesn't have to be a course. It could be like, as I was a chef, it could be, if you like cooking, cook a new meal that you've never cooked before. It will activate neurons in your brain. It'll keep your brain healthy. Yeah. Just go on holiday, go to a country that you've never been before, learn the culture, go and see places, keep your brain active. Yeah. Because this isn't, yeah, like I've said, this isn't about look at me. It's about if I can do these videos, yeah, and I can inspire one person to think a little bit more positive about the future, yeah, then I've done what I've got to do. Yeah. I can be proud of myself for just spreading the word, because your brain's a muscle. You just got to use it or lose it. All right, that's the end of my first video. We'll be doing regular videos, just letting you know what I'm doing. If you like the video, please give me a comment underneath in the comment section, just to let me know that if you liked it, or if you thought I was boring. That don't bother me. But as long as yeah, if I can improve on my videos by your comments, then that'd be great. All right, thanks a lot. Look after yourself.